Okay, welcome back. Our guest is in Kebbi State. Is Honorable Abubakar Sadiq Sadu Fakai. And just as we were going to break there, we'd got a contribution from Ada in Jos, and the honorable gentleman was going to react to it. Now it's your turn, sir. Well, just to summarize, you seem to be saying that you know the worrisome situation with this Naira exchange and the shortage of the sudden shortage of fuel that is ongoing as we speak, that all of these must be put in the proper perspective, and perhaps they weren't too bad. So I had ended up by saying, well, when all the experts are telling us, and people who are even involved in these, living in these areas have said that this shortage, both of the new currency and of fuel, it is the people in the rural areas that are going to be suffering it most. Now, I have the opportunity to talk with you one-on-one, and you've given me to understand, if I didn't misunderstand your submission, that it's not as bad as it's being made to sound.
Yeah, as I said earlier, definitely government are made to make policies, and policies that will add value to the Nigerians, and whatever government did, it did it in favor of Nigerians. Definitely, we have a 90-day stretch that has been given for Nigerians, and I said this, if people comply within the period, believe me, they could have not been suffering these kind of things. And I fault the commercial bank, either with the CBN, that allowing the old currency to keep in circulation, that is one of the things that was the situation. If at all, when this policy come after giving the deadline, any old currency that go to the bank will not allow it, they will not allow it to come out. And they make available the new currencies. That's why the part I know they are doing everything possible, at least, to make people to learn how to use this process of cashless and use other different means option, that means the online platform. But basically, I think with the way Amana things are going, the pressure is coming down now. Most of the new currencies they are now available in different commercial banks. People are withdrawing in the ATM. I think it's just a matter of few days now. You can see able to subside by the grace of God.
All right, then. So, well, that's our little quote-unquote mini report from Kebbi on those two national situations, shortage of fuel and shortage of the new currency that we must use. It's been extended by 10 days now. And I take what you say, Honorable, that if from the very, very beginning, the banks would not issue the old notes anymore and would have been issuing the new notes only and exclusively, and that was what was available in all the machines, we wouldn't be in the situation that, we probably wouldn't be in the situation that we're in now. But I must apologize to Reverend Dominic in ALIMOSHO. He's called in a while back. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Chief Yori. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
I wish you would give me full 60 seconds.
Yori. Please, go ahead.
Now, Yori, I want to say this. The young man in Kebbi doesn't have a right report. Yori, I wonder, in my lifetime for 35 years I follow politics. Let me start this way. I have not seen a situation like this. Yori, if you can listen to our discussions a year ago, if you can play those tapes, most of us, like Yakub, myself, and the judge, we begin to suspect the certain elements in APC that doesn't want Tinubu to become a president. How on earth does a ruling party make things impossible for its people? Few days to the election, how on earth does it happen? Where does it happen on what? That you see the fuel, you see the money, or the electorate, because you are looking for one man to punish. How does it happen? Number two, where on earth does a city president will not campaign for his own incoming president so that he can carry on his legacy? You choose 10 states in the north. In the north, it's not the problem. The problem is southwest and southeast that are pro-life. The north has the followers with Buhari in quote. If you wanted to support this president, you could come and support him from the south. That's by the way. Where on earth you have a policy of a government in government, in power, not supporting that political candidate? Are we going to say with her? What do you say? Maybe I'm not voting for APC, but this is not the APC we formed. I use the word we formed. I, as a pastor, was on freedom, preaching to Christians to vote for Muhammad Buhari and APC. This is not the APC we formed. This is mess. The man in Kebbi doesn't have the right picture of what is happening. This morning, I want to take 10,000 to buy foodstuffs. I have to pay 1,000. And when I paid 1,000 for 10,000 in POS, the young lady gave me old currency. I was took aback. I thought from today, we will not be seeing old currencies from POS or from bank. I want to make transfer. It become impossible.
Yeah.
I want to use POS. It become impossible.
You're very right.
If it is possible in Lagos, how is it in Kebbi? I've not seen a thing like this. Listen to me. Nobody forced Tinubu to APC. We asked MUHAMMED Buhari. I will use the word we asked. Not a state government asked MUHAMMED Buhari, who is a candidate. He said we should go out and vote whoever they want. If you wanted somebody else, we could have gone for him and they make this easy and they support him fully. What is happening now has not happened in politics anywhere in the world.
Okay, let me get Honorable Fakai's reaction to all of that. Thank you, Reverend Dominic, for the contribution and for waiting to be able to make it. Honorable Fakai.
Thank you very much. I think I don't want to join any issue.
But I want. Sorry, sir. Honorable Fakai. Before you launch, I wanted to say that one of the points that Reverend Dominic raised. I was reading in the news last week that your governor, Excellency Senator Abubakar Atiku Bagudu, had actually delivered the message to the people that President Buhari says Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is our candidate and had commended him to him. Because the Reverend had actually said that he's getting the vibes that the support is not as vigorous as it should be. But I did read this and I knew you could comment on that. The governor of Kebbi has delivered a message to his people that Buhari says Tinubu is the man. Am I right? Can I go by those reports?
You are very correct. Yeah, you are very correct. I was there when the governor made the statement, not even governor alone, with support of the Honorable Attorney General and Minister of Justice. They all make this statement in Yawuri campaign. I can tell you, the northern Nigeria are strong supporters of APC, and they are supporting Buhari, and they support Buhari, and they are supporting APC and Asiwaju. The Reverend is not a politician. We are politicians. We are grassroots people. We know what we are having and we know what we are facing. We are APC people, and we are doing APC too, and we are doing everything possible to make sure that we deliver all our candidates from bottom to top, which we are working on that. If we have challenge as politicians, we know the challenge and we know what to do to address our challenges. We are for APC, and I take exceptions. I don't want Reverend to be saying this because it's not trying to do the justice to the northerners. Buhari as the president definitely has other things that he's attending, and he is one that declared open our presidential campaign in Jos. And Buhari has been partaking in most of the state campaigning, which people are seeing, and he's campaigning for His Excellency Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his running mate are all APC candidates. So basically, for Reverend to say policy of government is policy of government, irrespective of whoever is going to affect, government are meant to make policies that will benefit the interests of the country and for the country people. Okay. So if Reverend has complied and do the right thing within the period that the government give 90 days, they could have not been bottling. So why we are having problem? We Nigerians, we believe on doing things at the rush hours. 90 days are enough. If at all your money are genuine money, definitely, I said it clearly that I fault most of the financial institutions for holding on and allowing the old currency to be circulating and not making the new currencies available. At least that have contributed. But now the new currencies are available and they are holding the old currencies. And I can tell you, no any policy coming, you understand, irrespective.
Yeah, people are wondering, I beg your pardon, I don't want us to be bogged down by this, but people are wondering, how can that happen? What you've just said, where you say you fault the commercial banks a bit, how can that happen? How can that happen if this is what makes people feel a bit undecided as to what to think?
No matter how it happened, it has been corrected now.
It has been corrected now, and it's been extended for 10 days. I beg your pardon, sir. Let me not be guilty of. Let me not be guilty of holding up another guest. Mr. George in IKEJA has since called in. Good morning to you, Mr. George.
Good morning, Uncle Yori.
Thank you for calling.
Good morning to
Honorable Faki. Honorable Fakai.
Yes. Uncle Yori, the gentleman there appears not to be in tandem with what is on ground. I'm saying this because I know Kano, in the same zone with his state, Kano is not far from Kebbi, that the governor of Kano went to the extent of advising the president to delay his visit to Kano because of this currency issue, because the people are angry that they are not receiving it. I don't know whether the Kebbi governor was able to reach a better agreement with the central bank for them to supply more to his state than other states. Otherwise, what is on ground is not in tandem with the picture our good friend there is painting.
Well, you recall, Mr. George, I'm sorry to interrupt you. You recall
Yes.
that the news we now, the sort of U-turn news we heard yesterday was that
Yes.
the governor of Kano was now, that completed all arrangements to
Yes.
receive Mr. President. And I just don't
Yes.
know. Just
I
as
saw
Honorable
it.
Fakai is saying that everything is good in the circumstances that we find ourselves in.
Uncle Yori, yes, I saw the president, I saw him in live coverage. And if you follow the news as well, you will notice that even that same yesterday, there were some youths who were enriched in the same Kano, thereby proving the governor right that people are not happy. The security men managed to put things under control.
Okay.
Everybody, there is nobody on Kiyori that doesn't know that the governor of Kebbi is one of the northern governors that is solidly behind Asiwaju. That one is not in doubt at all. But the truth of the matter is that the position of the governors doesn't appear to be the same as the position of the president. Reverend Dominic is saying the truth. Truth must be told. What we are seeing is not the body language of the president is not showing 100% support, which we expected.
Okay. All right then.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. George. Honorable Fakai, these questions will come up because that's the way it's felt out there. But you are on ground. That's why you're such a valuable asset to this conversation. You are on ground, but people are talking from all over the country. React, please.
Yeah, basically, people are entitled to their opinion. It's based on their understanding. What we know, President is in full support of Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu and all APC candidates, and he has been campaigning and he has been canvassing for support, and that is clear. So I don't know what they want President to do more than or different from what President is doing now in terms of showing his support to Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his running mate and all APC candidates.
Okay.
And talking about from my end, which is my state, and you know politics are local, we are in our environment and we know what is happening as far as I'm concerned. If you go, people are busy doing their daily activities, businesses. At least what happened in few days, I think is something that I tell you in few days now, you cannot even see it because the new currencies are available and people are cashing out.
Okay.
So
on that particular point, Honorable Fakai, I beg your pardon. On that particular point, are you testifying that it's I don't want to overstate it, but in terms of the new currency, for example, are you saying it is readily or easily obtained now? I'm talking about just the past 2 or 3 days. Is that what you're saying? That
not per se. Now is better.
It's better. How about
because
fuel?
I know you know, Kebbi.
How about fuel? If it is better with currency, how about fuel?
Yeah, fuel. I think there is some little improvement because other filling stations that shut down before they are opening.
Okay.
So that has to do with the market trader. Yeah, other filling stations that shut down, they are opening in the state. I have been in the state for more than a week, and I know what happened in a few days now, and I know what is happening at it is today.
Okay. All right. Let me quickly take Julius, who is calling in from Kebbi.
To look into.
Julius is calling in from Kebbi. Good morning, Julius.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please go ahead.
Yes, what I'm saying is I'm from the same editorial zone with the president, honorable, speaking in the studio. And what he's saying does not, hello?
I can hear you.
Yes, what he's saying does not reflect what is happening in Kebbi, sir. The new currencies are nowhere to be found. They are nowhere to be found.
How about the fuel situation? Petrol.
Yes,
how about the petrol situation?
In fact, where it's representing, in Zuru, in Yauri, in Danko Wasagu, in the local government, the new currencies are not available.
Okay. All right. That is your experience. And thank you for calling in to contribute it. That, well, I mean, everybody will speak from his own perspective. If you say they are not available, it means you haven't been able to access them. Honorable, two things. In responding to that, if you want to, you probably will. I was also wondering, well, maybe we should just take it one by one because, yeah, go ahead and react to that.
Okay, basically, I don't know where she's staying, but all the commercial banks in the state are paying, and they are paying new currencies.
I see.
So to be fair to her, I don't know where she's staying.
Okay.
No any commercial bank is paying all currency in the state.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And as I can tell you now, I'm not far from Access Bank and people are queuing in. I'm not far from even the bank road in the state capital and
Okay.
people are queuing in.
Okay.
And no any commercial bank paying all currency. And they are all paying. And no any commercial bank, the ATM, ATM is there that is not paying.
Okay.
It's a matter of definitely you because people need the new currencies now. Some need it because they are doing POS business. Some have different reasons why they need it. Most of the people that do bulky business that needs serious payment, they use online options that are there. So I don't know what she's saying and where she's saying it.
Okay,
from.
let me take
But I know
Mohammed.
I'm in Kebbi State, I'm inside Kebbi.
Let me take Mohammed calling in from Abuja. Good morning, Mr. Mohammed.
Good morning, Uncle Yori.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, let me tell the gentleman from Kebbi that what he's saying is totally out of, except if he's telling Nigerians that he's part of the cabal that are sabotaging the APC.
No.
Now,
What the honorable gentleman is saying is that where he is sitting in Kebbi, he's giving us the worldview from there, and he's saying things are not bad. It's not as bad as people are making it.
Somebody that what he's saying is not the situation on ground. Did he not listen to Honorable Dogwa yesterday? Yesterday, Honorable Dogwa has spoken on Channel TV that civilian governor must have misled, must have went and give the president wrong advice. This is not the time to do all those things. It's not the time to bring the changes of the money. I'm wise enough to know what is happening from 84 to now. I know how they change money then. It was military government. This is democracy. Democracy, you cannot just take people like military. You can change money. Nobody's against changing money. But let the old money and the new money go peri passu.
All right.
Until when the old money has disappeared before you now say, okay, this old money is not tender again. But how can you sit down in your comfort zone and say that the money is in circulation in everywhere in Kebbi? Which bank in Kebbi?
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate your calling in, Mr. Mohammed. I think we'll sort of leave it there because we've heard from the man on ground, and we've also heard from people who have to live around him, who say that, well, they are equally on ground, but this is the way it is. Now, Honorable Fakai, I wonder, you told us that it's no more, Ashwaju is no more expected to come in tomorrow, but it has been postponed and we'll get the new date shortly. Can you share with us, if you have the information, why the trip to Kebbi had to be postponed?
Definitely, this has to do with the leadership of the party and understanding from the DG of the campaign and other stakeholders, which I didn't have much to say about that, but I believe they will say it. I think whatever happens is for the best interest of our party and our candidates.
Okay.
And I believe the new date is going to be announced.
In other words, what I was fishing for, in other words, it's not, you seem to be indicating, it's not as a result of any apprehension about restiveness as a result of these two contentious policies right now, the currency and the fuel. It's not as a result of people feeling restive. Is that what you're saying?
I tell you, people are even calling from rural areas. The genuine supporters, grassroots base from different local government, even people from my local government make a call that they are fully prepared to come and receive His Excellency Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu and show support and solidarity to our APC candidate across the board. So I can tell you, it doesn't have to do with all these things. Policy is policy of government. I don't want to overflow over these issues. I know in my state, when the whole rumor started, my governor moved around to all the commercial banks and check and see things by himself. He moved to market. He made sure that things work the way it is. Maybe that is why Kebbi is a little bit different. Because the governor himself moved around to all the commercial banks. He didn't wait for anybody because the governor is an action governor. So basically, I don't want to go back to that and overflow. Everybody has his own experience. Nobody will decide on government on what to do and how to do it because government has the right to look in and get what is good for the country.
We're going to have to leave it here.
The all money, the change of currency, at least will boost our economy. As a result of people holding this cash, it's affecting our economy. The commercial people can no longer get loan, and this money are not there. So policies are meant for good of Nigerians.
All right then. Thank you very much.
What I only please with people to be little bit patient. In few days now, things will change for good by the grace of God.
Okay, we're going to have to leave it here, Honorable Fakai, as I thank you very much for making time for us this morning. Our guest has been Honorable Abubakar Sadiq Sadu Fakai, National Leader, APC National Integrity Movement. Thank you very much, Honorable, for your time. Okay, so that's our program.
Thank you very much, sir. It's nice.
Indeed. Thank you very much.